Hello, my name is Hope Onda. Welcome to the third episode of Daily News 24's podcast. I am super excited about this particular one because it's about issues blowing people's mind and, they're unable to control their feelings about it. They're just wondering, should we or should we not? Well, welcome once again. It's about the vaccine, the COVID-19 vaccine.
On November 18th, Pfizer and BioNTech announced the results of their much-anticipated clinical trial. So basically what they did was recruit over 43,000 volunteers from 6 different countries. These people ranged from an age of 16 to 91 with an average age of 52. 10% of participants were Black, 26% were Hispanic, 5% were Asian, and only 1% were Indigenous people. These 43,000 people are then randomly assigned to one of 2 groups. One group gets the real vaccine, while the other group gets a fake vaccine called the placebo. And the whole goal of the trial is to see, is there a difference between these 2 groups? Does the vaccine really work? And are there side effects? The vaccine was delivered in 2 separate injections 3 weeks apart. And after that, volunteers had blood work done to check for any dangerous reactions, and they also had an electronic diary to keep track of any symptoms. If anyone developed symptoms of COVID-19, they would get tested. And when there were 170 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in the whole trial, they took all that data and analyzed it to answer 3 important questions. The first question is, does the vaccine prevent you from getting sick with COVID-19? So of those 170 patients who got sick, only 8 of them had the real vaccine, and the rest of the 162 had the fake vaccine. So that's already a pretty big difference. This vaccine has 95% efficacy at preventing COVID-19 illness.
So a lot of people are wondering, should they actually, should they actually get injected or should they not? Because it's more of they're actually scared. They are not really sure what their expectations should be, so they're wondering, should I or should I not? Well, I am going to be taking some questions that the WHO, World Health Organization, have actually answered. So we're gonna dive just in. So this is one of the questions: is there a vaccine for COVID-19? So World Health Organization says yes. There are now several vaccines that are in use. The first mass vaccination program started in early December 2020. And as of 15th February 2021, 175.3 million vaccines have been administered. At least 7 different vaccines have been administered. Well, that's for that question, is there a vaccine? Is there a vaccine for COVID-19? And then the next question that I would want to pick from this page is, when will the vaccine be ready? When will COVID-19 vaccines be ready for distribution? Well, WHO says the first COVID-19 vaccine have already begun to be introduced in countries. Before COVID-19 vaccines can be delivered, the vaccines must be proven safe and effective in large clinical trials. Independent reviews of the efficacy and safety evidence is required for each vaccine candidate, including regulatory review and approval in the country where the vaccine is manufactured before World Health Organization considers a vaccine candidate. That is just a few out of all the factors included. All right. And then the next thing that I would want to pick up from here, and which is probably going to be the last, is will COVID-19 vaccines provide long-term protection? That is one thing that a lot of people have been so afraid of, because they're like, okay, fine, let me answer this question first based on what WHO has said. So World Health Organization says because COVID-19 vaccines have only been developed in the past month, it's too early to know the duration of protection of COVID-19 vaccines. Research is still ongoing to answer this question. So that is exactly where I'm going to stop right here. So if vaccines are still ongoing, why administer them? That's exactly what people would actually want to know. So if those vaccines are still, going through some kinds of procedures, why do people need to take those vaccines? And this is one of the questions that people got to, pop out on hearing the fact that COVID-19 is already in town and people should go and take it. So this is one of the questions. Why should it be administered on people if it's not 100% effective? Or if it's not completely effective, why should one buy into it? This is a question that people have been so bothered about. And then given the fact that they've been hearing lots and lots of stuff about this whole thing called the vaccine. All right, a lot of people just want to be, they just want to play safe, right? And getting themselves vaccinated. So they wouldn't want to just vaccinate themselves with something that is going to be a problem for them in the nearest future or immediately. All right, so this is one of the worries, or these are the worries of people. Well, that is exactly what we have for you on this episode of Daily News 24's podcast. Thank you so much for sticking around with me. My name is Hope Honda.